Yeah, I spent some time with Justin Bieber out in Miami, and I thought I would tell the story of how that happened. Not anything that I did out in Miami, but I'll just talk about how I ran into him because just for the viewers' knowledge, I did sign a non-disclosure agreement with his management, so I'm not allowed to talk about
Wait,
anything that we did, regardless of the
You don't need to
illicitness.
say anything, Jaws, because no matter what, we're going to assume you sipped codeine and smoked marijuana and snorted cocaine with him.
this is awesome.
No matter what you say.
Justin
And did
Bieber's
whippets.
management
And
has a
whippets.
non-disclosure
Yeah.
form that you fill out for
So-
anyone that touches his monkey.
Just for anyone who meets him, if you're going to meet him, all the models who came into the house, everything like that, they all have to sign a non-disclosure agreement before the security will take most people's phones, not if you're in his crew, and I was sort of in his crew, so I was allowed to have my phone around him. But
In his
everyone
crew,
else-
yeah.
Harley, the way I actually met him is actually through someone who you know as well. It's a business venture that I'm working on with Mazi Kazaruni, the guy who manages Lil Wayne's social media. You know him, right? You told
Yeah,
me that you guys
champagne doobies, of course.
Yep. I guess I'll just tell the story of how it all happened.
And I'm going to throw in many things that will make you uncomfortable. And
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Your
Okay,
NDA stands no chance against our interrogation. By the way, just the fact that you have to sign an NDA before you hang out makes me assume that like this big dude is like, you'll sign this NDA so that you can't say what Justin Bieber does when you hang out, and then you sign it, and you turn around and he runs in the room jerking off and shitting himself. Sign his NDA.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's something like that. It's a really big guy who does intimidate you to sign it.
Well, I mean, in his defense, Harley, you and I have hung out with some. Remember those two girls we were hanging out with that time? Both of them had signed NDAs.
Yep, some things I try and forget.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
We got good pictures, didn't we?
I've got video.
Are these the girls I met?
It's really incredible. Like we actually
No.
found uses for guns that weren't violent.
Yes, yes, we did. Yeah, yeah,
Non-violent ways to use guns.
yes. Sexual ways.
All right.
Sexual ways to use guns.
All right.
And there's video of this apparently.
I've
Well,
seen
not
it.
of that.
I've seen
There's some video of like I want to say they were like making out with like chicken nuggets in their mouth or something, while drinking a bottle of Jameson in the backseat of my car, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, it got grimy. It got really grimy.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, it was a little rough.
Oh yeah, she was gonna be a lawyer.
Bullshit.
But Sam, you were saying that you were making out with an 18-year-old boy. What was it again?
Shut up. All right, so I'll tell the story. So it might not be like the most interesting story, but I'll go for it. So I'm working on a business venture. Some people know I've talked about it in my videos with Mazi Kazaruni and his company out of San Francisco. And I've made friends with Little Twist, who is pretty much Justin Bieber's best friend because they've managed his social media over the past 4 years, his Twitter, his Facebook, his YouTube. And we got invited by Little Twist to come out to Justin Bieber's last show because he was going to be hanging out with him there. And like Mozzie is an awesome guy. He's thinking like, how do I, get to hang out with these guys all weekend? What are we going to do? He pitched a company, Airbnb, on getting a mansion out there. And we got the mansion from this company just because they love Justin Bieber, and we got to go out there and hang out with it. Or we told Lil Twist and Justin Bieber, hey, we've got this fucking $23 million mansion.
Wait,
You guys,
real quick. What is a little twist?
he's Lil Wayne's nephew. He's Lil Wayne's nephew, and he's like a little rapper. And he's an awesome guy too. I'm friends with him as well, and we just told him like, hey, we've got this $23 million mansion out here in Miami. You guys can chill in your
You're
hotel.
18 years old, right?
Yeah.
So you're just a bunch of little boys all hanging out, sipping codeine, fucking hookers together, snorting cocaine.
We were having fun. We were just enjoying ourselves. You really are gonna be throwing these at me the whole time. Okay, so yeah, we just said, hey, because they
What did
really
you ever
do.
think about the champagne doobies? You know about those, right? I know.
So we
about-
were just hanging out. I feel like I shouldn't have come on this call now. So yeah, I was.
Bieber's gonna call you up and he's gonna be like, "Bro,
We
we're
pitched
done,
it.
man.
We
We're
just told
so
him.
done."
We told them that we'd be in Miami and we'd be there for 3 days, and they came by. They didn't want to be around their management. They didn't want to be around the arena or in their hotel rooms. We told them you could hang out in a mansion with us for 3 days. So pretty much for 3 days, I mean, like literally, when I went backstage with Justin and Mozzie and all those guys, all of a sudden I'm getting on a tour bus with Mike Posner and Molly Mall and like all these incredible people who are just in his entourage. And because it was like our house, and we had 10 bedrooms, we're just like, oh, just stay with us. Mike Posner came over and stayed in the house for a couple days.
Wait, how old is he?
Like 23, something like
I'm
that.
so old. I don't know any of these people. I don't know Mike Posner. I don't know Monty Hall. I don't know any of these guys.
Molly Mall, like
Is that
Molly
a boy or a girl?
It's a rapper. He's a producer. He's produced songs for Lil Wayne, and he just did a song with Tyga and Wiz Khalifa.
Really? So this is like a gangster rapper named Molly?
Yeah. So Molly is my
mom had a
code
dog
name.
named Molly.
Well, Molly is code name for a drug.
Okay.
Molly MDMA, the active
MDMA,
drug.
which you put in your water bottles and shared them with Justin Bieber. Confirm that with a smile.
That's not a confirmation. For the record, that's not a confirmation. I was merely smiling.
I gotta say,
funny joke.
I did get a text on my phone from someone who I won't say will, and it says, "Please stop baiting Lil Sam into getting into trouble."
We all know who that is.
We all know who that is. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much the story. We just told him we had a mansion and he could come hang out with us.
But did you fuck any bitches?
It was a fun weekend.
There's fun weekend for Justin, and then there's fun weekend for Sam. Did Sam have a good time too? Like, is there literally enough bitch overflow that it gets to his entourage?
There were at one point more than 100 people in the house that we had, and the only males in the house were either people who came there with Justin's entourage or famous rappers, and there was probably like 10 of us, rappers, and then me and Mozzie. Right, Mozzie, as Harley knows, is a little short, guy with a huge puffy afro, and I'm a little white kid, and these guys are all fucking rappers, so we're super out of place. But when you tell them like what you do, yeah, like it's a fun time.
Imagine 118-year-old girls near Justin Bieber in the same house. Like that, I bet that floor was slippery as shit. Confirm it with a smile.
It's super interesting because you would think like you see the way these girls like react at like concerts and stuff like that when they're.
Wait, was it super interesting because you were sipping Molly water?
So you see the way these girls react, and you think like they're gonna be around Justin just freaking out all the whole time. But really, like after they sign the NDA and after they get their phones taken away and they realize like I'm about to meet a rapper, I'm about to meet an artist, whatever, a bunch of rappers, they calm down, because if you are that person, it doesn't matter if you're a model or just a person in the house, whoever you are, if you're in that house and you're talking a lot or you're freaking out that you're around celebrities, you're asking for pictures, if you did have your phone, like if I were to be asking for pictures constantly, you are seen as like you are outcasted. I've seen people thrown out of houses, like in front of, like I've seen rappers throw people out of their houses, not specifically the people I was with this weekend, but over the past couple of weeks I've seen people just be like, I don't like that guy, get him out of here.
So this is a confirmation that you saw Justin Bieber slap a bitch.
No. It's a really interesting setting, and it's funny. I was talking to White Boy like about just networking. It's the same thing. Like if someone in a lobby with me or Matt, freaks out like, oh my god, it's xJawz, oh my god, it's Woody. You're not gonna like immediately become friends with them. It's the same thing around rappers. Like if you just freak out that you meet them, you're not. If like you're a model and you just freak out, holy shit, it's you, oh my god, you're not gonna get his attention. But if you are, adding value to the situation, you're being funny or adding conversation, or if you're just really hot, in the case of a model, then you get people's attention. So yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, that's my Justin Bieber story. I'll get out of here because
where was the cocaine?
I'll get out of here.
In your estimation, how many women did he impregnate? Just
thank you for having me. I really appreciate you guys having me on here to tell a story, and have a good episode. It was an honor being on here. I'll see you guys.
Thanks for coming on, Sam.
Take care, bro. See you on Twitter, man.
See you guys.